What it do, fam? You're listening to the All Burgundy and Go Everything podcast powered by the Urban Sports Scene, Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia. I'm Wole. I got my guys. I got my people. I got Glen and George with me. We also got Bowie TV's Washington Commanders reporter Candi Waller on with us. She's one of the best beat reporters in the game. What's going on, fam?
Hey, nothing much, man. It's another day in Commanders land. All is wonderful. The path came on today, so there was some banging and knocking and banging.
I know. Candi, how are you, man? How are you?
I'm doing all right. I mean, toward the end of practice, I almost gave up. It was very hot, then I left my fan in the media tent.
Ooh,
so I was like, I gotta go get this fan because it's not going to end well. And then I got the fan, and then it died. But it's okay. It's all right. It was fine. I made it. And since it was so hot, I'm like, I can't even talk to people after practice. I'm going to the player press conferences. That's how hot it was. Like, I'm going to go sit in here and talk to Chig and Adafe because I can't do this outside. Which was time well spent. Let me also say that it was time well spent hearing from them and everything. But it was a blazing hot one. Good thing these practices are in the morning, but it was a very good practice.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all get credit around this time. That heat is be winning when you out there covering. I tell you,
yeah,
it's winning, man.
Y'all remember it's bad.
It's bad. You all are winning for real. Like I give straight flowers out when it comes around this time covering the team. George, what's good, bro? What's good with you, George?
Oh, I'm looking forward to hearing it because I was seeing so much stuff online. I was waiting on a lot of people today, so I had time to look and see what was happening. People were posting pictures, and lots of people were tweeting stuff, and there was a lot of interesting things about this practice. I'm waiting to hear what Candy's going to tell us.
Definitely. What's going on, Arch? What's going on, Paul? Art's life was good. What's good? All right, so before I can't do my. She's in the building. I can't even waste any time. Hello, hey, Mama Waller, how you doing?
Hello, Mrs. Mama Waller.
Hey, Mama Waller.
Yeah.
Listen, training camp is winning right now. I gotta call my mama at some point because I'd be like, Mom, I gotta go do this, and so she'd be like, okay, all right.
Oh dang. Hey, all right, Mama. You like, hey, training camp when you can't call Mama on time? What's happening?
Wait, I think it's because I'm so early in the morning, and it's dark outside when I leave. So it's like, and then when I get back, I'm like, OMG. So
definitely. We all get it.
I gotta call my girl though.
You got to though. That's a fact. That you do have to. You got to.
Yeah.
She waiting though.
She said
she waiting though. She waiting though. Mama waiting. I love it. Before we dive into day 5 of training camp, we gotta knock out some logistics. Hey, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search All Burgundy and Go Errrything. Hit us up on X, IG, and TikTok at ABG_Errrything. Also, like our All Burgundy and Go Errrything Facebook page. Don't forget to tweet us. Don't forget to subscribe to our All Burgundy and Go Errrything YouTube channel. If you're in the YouTube chat, we accept super chats. Super chats help us support our show. The super chats will be prioritized over all comments in the chat. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Bowie TV YouTube channel. Hit that red subscribe button. Also, like this video. All right, here's our rundown. We're going to chat about, like I mentioned, day 5 of Commanders training camp. So, Candy, let's start there. Glen mentioned this team finally being in pads for the first time. Sonny Styles was in pads, and he did. From what I heard, he impressed many out there. What stood out the most about his instinct and physicality out there in camp today?
He definitely does well when he is, well, Dan Quinn kind of already said this, right? Whether it's Frankie calling the defense or it's Sonny calling the defense, he does very well. We're talking Texas. He does very, very well. He seems he seems calm. He seems like the message is getting across. The physicality is 110% there. I think what probably everyone talked about is when he stopped Bill at the goal line, only for Bill to come back and score. They changed up the play. So they were doing a lot of red zone work. So he definitely he stopped Bill at the goal line. But, again, iron sharp as iron. David Blau came back. They just set up Bill for another play. He'll score it. So, but either way, I mean, yes, Sonny looks great. He is continuing to be as advertised. So he's looking good. The linebacker group is doing well.
George Glen.
Yeah, Sonny being there today. Who else stood out as far as when the pass came on? Because again, this defense was flying around with no pads, right? Was they still flying around today when the pass came on? And did you still see the explosiveness from the pass rushers that we've seen in the last couple of days, first 4 days? Okay.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm laughing at Paul. Some Candi got to get a bucket hat. You ain't seen that sombrero I be wearing? It's not a sombrero, but it's a big hat. And if I didn't have one,
parasol. She's a parasol, like a Southern Belle. That's what
I would be the color of this shirt if I didn't even wear that. So it was just like, it's vicious. My mom will tell you I'm very sensitive to sunlight. So, but I be pushing through. It's all good. But I probably need an umbrella. But in terms of flying around, Odafe Owe, we're talking pass rush. Odafe Owe. He continues to be a consistent person that I see all up in the video, like all up in the
all right, bad boy. All right, Suge. All up in the video.
Tell him. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go to his press conference because it's really, really hot. And Chig and Odafe are talking today, and I need to get to know them anyway, because I hadn't really talked to them as of yet. Quite frank, yeah, both of them are two of the
Nigerians. Both Nigerians too. Stop.
Oh yeah.
Look.
That's hilarious.
Hey, Nigerians are running the world right now, baby.
I know.
They are.
All I'm about to do is.
And Odafe got a brother that's with Oklahoma City Thunder, right?
He played Kentucky. He was Kentucky, right? We was college in Kentucky. That winning shot. Yeah.
So it was. I mean, when we're talking, everybody's flying around. People are flying around. The defense is still a bit ahead of the offense.
Yeah.
But they're doing. The offense is closing that gap. Hey, Mike. And so you're seeing that physicality. I asked Coach Quinn, you were talking about who else, and he gave me some good details. If you all listen, I just posted it right before the show. So he could share a bit of details. But I'm going to tell you, I asked him today about Jeremy Reeves. I have been very impressed with Jeremy Reeves because while they move him around, he's out there a lot now, because I've asked last week about the safety group and the pass rush group. And then asked specifically about him today, Revo. And so you're seeing them use him in different ways and quite a bit. And he is 110% welcoming that opportunity. So I will continue to say Odafe Owe from a pass rush perspective. They did one-on-ones. And what's interesting, offensive line, defensive line, one-on-ones. What's interesting is that the one-on-ones, the offensive line was much more impressive in one-on-ones than when I've seen them in the team drills, especially in pass plays. In run plays, like I was sharing last week, very impressive, the offensive line. And I asked Odafe Owe about just against this offensive line, and he called them maulers. He said they're maulers. Yeah, because I saw that in the one-on-ones. And so and I see it in the run game as well. In the pass game, we got to work on some things there. But Jayden under center in the run game is very strong offensively currently. So this is about what I expected to see. And I asked Coach Quinn, we can get to running backs later. So I'll hold on what I was getting ready to say. But first day in pads, I was not disappointed, is what I will say. Mikey Sarah still had a good day, and I will say it now, he needed to. He needed to. So today was good for him, and I'm glad to see it.
That's good. Glad to hear that.
They say Rasul Douglas had a quiet day, and I think that's because they were staying away from it, honestly. To be quite frank. Interesting things, like I said, happening in the safety room. And I mean, Donna Hopkins, shout out to Donna. You know, we love Donna.
Love Donna.
And Donna asked Coach Quinn about the cornerbacks, and he was like, yeah, there's absolutely competition in this position. He made that very clear. So something to watch, but I'm glad Mikey had a good day today.
Todd had a question. I'm gonna have Paul had a question first. Well, I like this one. I'm gonna go with this one because it's on defense. Herb Cosme punished Kinlaw.
He did.
Oh, that was real. Oh, shoot.
He 110% did. In one-on-ones, it was so interesting. I was standing there with Lake. We know Lake. We love Lake.
Yeah.
And Skylar Nelson, who's with the Washington Informer. I was standing there, and we were watching one-on-ones, and I said, "Okay, somebody gonna fight. They need to stop this because the fans are here. We can't do this today." And literally, you can ask Lake, like, maybe at the most 10 seconds later, they shut it down. It was like, all right. I was like, yeah, because it's guests here. Let's not do this. Matter of fact, don't even do this when we here. Y'all do this on your own time because this is getting hot fast. And it was so interesting. I'm like, it doesn't look like this in team drills, but in the one-on-ones, most of the offensive line was up.
Because one-on-ones are set up for the offense anyway, right? One-on-ones, they move on the offensive movement. Offense doesn't have to think, right? He knows who he's blocking, the guy in front of you. Defense can't run stunts on one-on-ones. So therefore, there's less thinking in one-on-ones. So most time, your offensive lineman will win a one-on-one matchup because there's less thinking. He doesn't have to account for the linebacker, or he doesn't have to account for anybody else. He just match up guy on guy. So, you look at one-on-ones. We have seen that. I've seen that multiple times in multiple settings where an individual win on one-on-one. But when you get to that 11-on-11, as you mentioned about Candi, that team situation is a totally different story because, again, that offensive lineman, that guard, that center, that tackle has to account for other things. So, and they do get heated.
Yeah, they don't. It didn't look good. In team drills, again, in pass plays, that's where the problem is. In run plays, solid. But yeah, the one-on-ones was like, what? Oh my God. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay. All right. Okay. That was intense. This is getting intense. So, yeah.
He said he took his lunch money.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, but that's cool because he don't line up against Kinlaw doesn't line up against Cosby on Sundays. So that's the way I look at. That's why I look at one-on-ones, right? You're going against one-on-ones. I want to see one-on-ones Kinlaw against when Miami comes in or somebody else comes in.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Against your own teammate. Against your own teammate. That's the way I look at it. Maybe
it wasn't
good. Different.
It wasn't good.
So Paul said, well, how was Connolly in one-on-ones?
Not as good.
That doesn't surprise me.
Not as good.
Yeah, that one surprised me.
And then when you go back to not as good currently.
I know that one surprised me.
You know what I mean? I want to make sure I'm today.
Who was he going up against? Who is he going up against?
Well, I don't
was
know.
it Chase on? You're not supposed to. Don't say you ain't supposed to say it. Then.
Yeah, I don't. Let me.
No, don't say it. Don't say it. Right. Don't say it. What did Art say? Revo on a similar career arch as the one-man gang. He's talking about what's his name? I'm having Lorenzo Alexander. Yeah, I can see it. Both special teams aces that became very important to defenses. Yeah, I can see that's a good one.
He is. And I mean, in my question to Coach Quinn again after the show, whichever you all, I posted them all right before the show. So, but he was talking about Jeremy's role and even the communication on defense, and I was like, see, It was a reason why we took that picture with Jeremy wearing that GoPro, because I was like, he's not wearing that GoPro because of special teams. I mean, it's all right if he is, but that's not his only reason. The only reason. And I've just watched how he is with the safety, the safety group and the linebacker, and I'm like, okay, because it is a lot of Nick Cross and Revo. So
Case said Louisville look pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Frankie looks good this time of year all the time.
I like how you phrase that.
Frankie, remember at one point I was like, remember that first year of this regime, I was like, Frankie Louisville is scary. Like, I was doing all that over Frankie. Now I'm just like, hey, Frankie,
Yeah. I want to give Wole some credit real quick, because he's talked about Revo for years and said this man should get opportunity.
Oh, appreciate you,
and get a try, man. So it's nothing short of the fact that he's getting an opportunity now and he's stepping up and performing.
Yeah, I appreciate. I just think that what I like about Jeremy Reeves, I'm gonna keep giving people credit who produced that. Any situation you put him in, he flashes. I'm being real. Like, people can always they always harp on one's negative, but like, oh, he missed this play or that play. But every time he's out there, he has more positive than negatives.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I like about him. It's just that, and you see, as anybody who watches sports, I don't even care if you're a professional or all about the sports. There's one thing you do know is effort, and you do know when somebody's putting in maximum effort and taking their craft serious, and is trying to maximize and maximize on that opportunity when they know that typically they're not supposed to get this shot, and he does. So that's what I like about him. I just think that he flies to the ball. He's playing hard. He's playing defense. Yeah, when he was playing next to, I said this. When he was playing next to Curl, those two play very well off each other. So I'm happy for him. I'm glad he's getting this opportunity. Yes. I'm glad that he's getting a chance to make plays, because he's more than just a special teamer. I feel like people are trying to put him in that box, and I'm glad he's showcasing his talents. To be real with you.
Well, listen, I've been saying since Saturday, because I've been seeing it. I've been seeing it since May. Like, look at this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I said, one thing that Joe Witt Jr. did, it's like the one thing that we give Ron Rivera credit for was moving Sam Cosmi to guard. Yeah. It's like Joe Witt Jr. said, we got to find a way to get Revo more involved in the defense. I understand this is special teams. He has to get involved more into the defense. And they did that. And it is paying dividends. Yeah. I am liking what I am seeing out of Revo all the way around. And that's why I wanted to ask about him straight up, because I think it's a role that most people are not going to be used to seeing him in, but he is a leader on this defense. Mm-hmm. Yes, special teams ace, leader on special teams, but absolutely 1,000% now a leader on this defense. I am very happy for him.
Hey, George, you have anything you want to say?
Yes, because I want to return to the offensive line talk. Trey Hill was signed just yesterday or 2 days ago?
Yeah, yesterday.
Did any of the centers take advantage of the fact that Allegretti was out there and show themselves and show out really well today?
I mean, Julian Good-Jones, he's doing fine. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna be honest with you. The run game looks fine. The run game continues to look fine. Nobody's making like some of the mistakes that we saw last week. And not today, not drastic. So it is an improvement. But as Coach Quinn said, this was, you hate to say a camp body, but it's a camp body. Yeah, there's still no concern with Nick Allegretti's return from injury, and there have not been any setbacks. It was just someone else, another player there to take reps. That's what he shared with us this morning. And so, hey, listen, one of the things about it is, you're going to get the opportunity to get reps. You're going to get that opportunity. So whenever you have that shot, you need to take that shot. But is it like, oh, we got the center of the future? No, I'm still not there at all, but it is a role and somebody's got to do it. So, but I mean, that is just still a very big question mark. Nothing there has changed.
So my man Gubin ain't playing. How's he looking? He looking okay.
Like he a rookie that was drafted in late in the draft.
That's true. That's fair.
If that's
that's
fair. You know what I mean? Like that is yes. And that's like no shade at all. That's just where he is in the development process and what's going on currently. Yeah. Which at one point, I was even kind of like, well, maybe he's gonna start, maybe, and it was still kind of like, no, just don't see that happening this year anyway. But you can see what happens. But
I don't know. I'm interested to see everybody play when they doing a joint practice anyway.
Yeah,
so in general, I don't know. I think it's still hard to tell.
They're in pads again on Wednesday. So that'll help.
Okay.
A bit more. But joint practice is next Wednesday.
Can't wait, man.
I'm counting down the days. Normally, I don't start paying attention until today anyway. You know, but I just was there, so I was happy to pay attention because that's what I was doing. But when the pads come on, it's a lot of things that are different once the pads come on for sure. But you really do have to see it up against a different team. Because like Glen was saying, when you're playing against your teammates, you could see it, but you're really not gonna know for real until it's joint practice.
And you get glimpses like to everybody, but you get glimpses, but again, it's like comfort level.
Yes.
Cosme may be comfortable now with Kinlaw, you know what I'm saying? But somebody else he may not be as comfortable with, you know what I'm saying? So and Kinlaw may be more of his style of blocking of someone to block because he's just a big body with strength, and Cosme's a mauler too. So it may need somebody with more quickness to test Cosme to see how he does with quickness. You know what I'm saying? So, but I always like Cosme. I think Cosme's a fantastic player. So I mean, I don't think it's no shame. Let me be honest with you. I don't think it should be surprising that Cosme is manhandling Kinlaw. It should be surprising.
And while the offensive line might be, let's also say this: while the offensive line might be ahead, in a one-on-one, that wasn't good. I'ma just say it because I don't want the story. I don't want to convey a narrative that it's like, okay, well, that's normal. That wasn't normal what I saw.
But I'm gonna put it this way. One is more. I know it makes sense, but I'm saying one. This is my thing for Cosme. One is damn near when healthy is a Pro Bowl caliber guard. The other is a good player. He's a solid player. That's all I'm saying. Like I look at it more. Whoa, wait a minute. I look at it where.
God bless you.
Well.
Oh God! Whoa! I had to stop and think.
So much.
Thank you. Maybe they
I gotta read. We gotta read this now. Hey, God bless you. Oh snap!
God bless you.
You caught me on guard. Shoot! All right. Since the draft till OTAs and now here, with what you are seeing, are we going to destroy these first 5 games or not? Obviously, we won't know for sure. But you thinking we're going to be knocking off his, or is it like I don't know. Man, I appreciate you. Real talk, man.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you. Please, Candi, you answer the question, please.
You answer the question.
I feel like, should I lie? Because you gave.
Nah, you gotta tell the truth.
I'm joking. God bless you. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I was like, you just said $100. What should I say? Destroying first 5 games. I don't see it. I don't see destroying.
Okay.
I do not see destroying. At day 5 for the team, right, in the program, because they practiced Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They had to walk through Saturday, and then today. So I don't see necessarily destroying in the first 5 games. Not today. You're asking me this question today, and I do not see that today. That's me being honest. Do I think they're gonna go over 0-5? No, I don't think they're going 0-5, but I do not see destroying. You don't know. You ask me this next Wednesday, and ask me this Wednesday night after the first preseason game, because I remember in New England that night at the joint practice, I was like, "Listen, this is bad, everybody." And that was just like,
I want to answer that real quick too, Candi, because again, that question, the first 5 games, again, there's a battle that makes a difference. This team, if you go back to the history of this team. Under Dan Quinn, relied on special teams a lot in the first couple games to win football games. The game was it last year or 2 years ago, which I think was 24. 5 field goals won a football game for the Washington Commanders.
Against the Giants.
You mean the first game of the season?
First game of the season. So that to your answer to that question, which is great because again, preseason needs to tell, and we need to see how long players play during preseason. The first game, does Jayden play a half? Does Bill run the ball well? Do you keep Chig in? Is the offensive line cohesive? I think Tosh had there a question about is Coleman playing the guard or is it Paul playing the guard? I think there's still a lot of questions and still a lot.
No, it was Arch put out there. Any update on Paul? Any update? On the to get into that, any update, Candi? Any update on Paul and Coleman battle for the left guard position?
Other than Dan Quinn of confirming for a fact, even though I told y'all, y'all, that's a battle. He confirmed publicly today that Brandon Coleman is competing for that spot.
Okay, good.
So hold on. I like the wording that you said. Brandon Coleman is competing for that spot, not. Chris
Somebody, he was asked about Brandon Coleman.
Okay. Coleman.
I appreciate. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you, everybody. You guys are dope, man. Right now, I'm not gonna hold you. You guys are dope.
Hey, Ken, I want to get you something.
Can I answer Stack Shock's question real quick when you're done?
Go ahead, George.
Go ahead, George.
Just to say, they can't be 0-2 because the Seahawks are in week 3, and it's going to it can really pile in on them. Even if they play well, they got to win one of them first 2. Because I feel like with this team, it could be like the boulder rolling down the hill. Like if they go and win the game in Philadelphia to start the season, the confidence they're going to get from that, I don't care what people say about what Philadelphia is or isn't going to be, that could start the ball rolling and they could get hot even against a tough schedule at the start. But it could also go the other way, like even if they play well, but if they have 2 like close kick-in-the-face losses, then all of a sudden you're playing the Super Bowl champs, you're 0-2. So, I mean, that's why I'm with what Glen said about we got to see how they're going to use these, how much the guys who are going to be counted on to lead this team are going to play in these preseason games because they have got to be ready from minute 1 when this season starts.
George, Glenn, you wanted to say something before?
Yeah, I want to know, Candi, because you said you went to the Chig press conference today. Mm-hmm. And Chig said something that during the press conference that was key. They was asked about Jayden Daniels, and he said, look, if you're in the right position and Jayden is accurate enough, he'll get you the football. Mm-hmm. So my question to you today, has Jayden been real accurate in these last several days, especially today when pass coming on? And also, has he been real accurate inside the goal line, because we practice goal line a lot in the first 5 days?
Well, first couple of days, he's gotten better as time has gone on. And I made a joke kind of, Saturday, I was like, okay, the guests are here. So everybody do what you're supposed to do. Meaning, fans are there. Nice. And so I definitely saw a difference on Saturday, than I did on Wednesday and Thursday, to the point where I was like, okay, Friday, they must have been really in the classroom, really look at the tape, really studying. That walkthrough must have been a mean walkthrough because he was getting better. Today, he was better as well. It was almost a pick by Jeremy Reeves, but he didn't catch it. Revo should have absolutely caught it. And he was also very angry. He did not catch it. PBUs is out the door. There ain't anybody celebrating no PBU. They trying to catch the football and get these takeaways. But that was good defense. I mean, it was a risky move because it was in traffic, but he was much better today. Okay. I will say. And Coach Quinn talked about that. He did mention Jayden being a bit more ahead than he thought.
Yeah, he said that, yeah.
And so that was good because I know Wednesday and Thursday I was like, okay. Saturday, I felt better. Today, I'm like, okay, again. But it's still, for me, like, I can tell that the coaches, the coordinators are planning accordingly. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? It's like they're not just going through the motions. They're not wasting reps out here at all. So they're each side of the ball is making them work. So Jayden is having to work for sure. It's not like mindless. Does that mean like I just know what to do? I just know how to move. He's having to work through his progressions for sure. And when he's on, he's on. Definitely.
Another question about the tight ends, George. I got you 1 second. I want to finish the tight ends real quick. Another question about the tight ends. Washington Commanders brought another tight end to camp today. Is that not today? Just the other day. I can't remember his name, but is that just a body for camp? And the other question is, have you seen Have you seen the tight ends improvement in route running since Wes Walker has been involved? We know that Wes Walker was a great route runner when he was in New England. He was Tom Brady's safety valve. So with him working with the tight ends now officially in that position, or what do you want to call it, interim position, or whatever they're calling it these days, have you seen the tight ends route running better? Because there's been some of the issues with Ben Stinnett, Yankoff, and some of those guys that they were talking about the route running. Have you seen a better route running since Wes Walker?
Yeah, I first asked him about just working with Wes Welker in general. So he just talked about it being awesome just to learn from him and, different tools of the receiving game that he can give to him. John Kahn pulled on that thread a little bit more to ask exactly what you just said about learning from him exactly what you just said with, how his knowledge has helped with route running in general. And so he's like, yes, basically. He's been showing them a lot of clips, different routes, pairing different things together, just teaching them a lot. What what he saw and what he thought when he was playing the game, pairing it with what's happening now, right? And so he made a comment that I thought was interesting. I'm looking at the transcript now, like there's only a certain amount of routes from this area versus this area, and teaching them how to beat it. And so I think there is a difference. I did spend some time today watching the tight ends, like in just their drills, their position group, and definitely Wes Welker is on point. I can just tell the energy level and everything. What day? Okay, Saturday. You saw a lot of Lawrence Cager, right, with John Bates first being out, and John was out there, but he was working. He was working to the side. You know how that goes. Nick Allegretti came out there for a moment too during team drills and was watching team drills. But Colson Yankoff is having a good camp, you guys. Colson Yankoff is having a very, very good. Ben Sinnott dropped 2 passes on Saturday.
Okay, you answered the question. Somebody asked this question. They asked about somebody on Instagram's Your Loves for Lifting asked a question about Ben Sinnott. So 2 drops. Okay.
On Saturday, that shouldn't have been.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
It wasn't good. But Colson Yankoff has been catching all of his.
While we on tight ends, Deluxe has a question here. Are the O-line coaches taking a bigger role with the tight ends in the blocking scheme?
Great question.
I mean, when you say are the O-line coaches taking a bigger role with tight ends in the blocking scheme, John Bates is known as one of the best blocking tight ends, if not the best blocking tight end in the league. So tight ends and blocking is what they've already been doing. They're going to leverage and utilize for blocking purposes. I mean, for what it's worth, that's what Colson Yankoff does as well. Colson Yankoff does it. Ben does too. Ben Sinnott, he does. But John Bates is like the standard, in so many levels. So I don't think it's so much of taking a bigger role. It's doing what they've always done because that is important to them to have a tight end as an extension of the offensive line and under Dan Quinn's staff. They absolutely 100% do that.
George, you wanted to say something right before.
No, I mean, actually, Glen, I wanted to ask about the tight ends. Glen asked the question perfectly. I find it interesting that with Bates out, you mentioned, Yankoff, you mentioned had a really good day. I was seeing people saying that Cager was actually doing really well too. And it's like, so maybe certain positions people are out and they're not, and the other people aren't taking advantage, but it sounds like tight ends are taking advantage of people being out.
Well, I mean, that's what I made a joke with somebody. I was, when John Bates was out, I was like, oh, it's Lawrence Cager time, baby. Let's go. But I mean, this was a tight end that was mentioned back at Combine, right? When everybody was like, what are these tight ends? Is that the third? Of course, it's before free agency, before Chia came. And Lawrence Cager is on the roster. And, I make the joke about, well, who was in the Diami video? And Lawrence Cager was in the Diami video. So, he's getting he got those off-season reps as well. But what I will say is Saturday he had a good day. Today, it was okay. Chig caught my eye a few times today, and Colson Yankoff has consistently caught my eye.
So how with that being said, and I know we're on the tight ends because this is The tight end battle is a big battle that happens in this camp. What happens for this team? This position doesn't need to be a backup. We know it's Chig's job to lose, and we know Chig is going to be should be your starter this year.
Mm-hmm.
But those to fill in, how many tight ends do you think they would carry? Because right now we've named about 4 or 5 guys, and they're not carrying all 4 or 5 tight ends.
And Ben and Colson also play special teams. John doesn't, but he's an extension of the offensive line. Chig doesn't. So I guess like Lawrence Cager, but to your point, it's like 3 or 4, right? Because whoever the 4th one is, if they let him go, I don't see them not getting picked up, if that makes sense. Colson Yankov was one of those undrafted rookies. Remember, he was like he was undrafted, what have you. But today, he's having a better camp than Ben Sinnott. Right now, today, because I was rooting. I was like, oh, after that first drop, I was like, dang. And the second one, I was like, well, Benny, I've been rooting for you, but you make this hard now. Yeah. So, not that I don't, not that I don't want Colson to make it, because I think Colson's been great too, but it will be tough. A lot of these tight ends all of it is going to be tough. Who makes the roster? The tight ends, the running backs, the safeties. There are some questions at many of these position groups of who makes it.
But that makes
how many they take.
That makes this team better because of the competition. And like I said again, you want coming out of the 24th season. I think we really want this team, as fans, as journalists, as the city, and even the NFL, I say this, want this team to be successful. I think when Washington is successful, the league is better. And so I think Dan Quinn has to have some tough. I hate to have make the tough decisions that they have to make, but we'll see. We'll see how it happens in preseason, because preseason will make a telltale sign. I think I said it before, or we said it. Whoever's playing that 3rd preseason game is trying to make this team. Oh yeah,
I mean they always keep a tight end on the practice squad. That's where Lawrence Cager been hiding.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where he's been. He's not new.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence Cager been around. That's what's so interesting. Like Lawrence Cager has been around. We see him all the time. He been there for like a year. So he was on the practice squad. Mm-hmm. So they stash. A couple of these players we're talking about, even in the past, they put enough on each one on the practice squad. Yeah. I just don't know if they will. They got to go through the waiver, go through the wire, and all that, and make sure nobody else picks them up.
Yeah,
you lose them. And I mean, and it's a good problem to have. If you do end up losing some of them, it is what it is. You can't keep everybody.
I think some of them have an opportunity to make the practice squad, only because when I say that is that they really haven't showcased their talent outside of like practice, right?
True.
So no one knows.
It would be the preseason game.
It would be the preseason game is when you kind of, if they are unleashed in the preseason and they put up good numbers, then to your point, I do think, they won't make the practice squad. But we'll see. Like some of them can depend, but teams are like really good at hiding players they like, like kind of like in preseason, they know what they can do and not try to show them. Not have them show so much, therefore the ops are like, oh, we gotta get him, we can snatch him. You know what I mean? Because scouts are everywhere. So as long as you limit visibility for said player, then you have an opportunity. Unless somebody's fallen, unless this like a team, an organization like this player in college, right? And they're like always been enamored with this said player. And they're like, oh, they're on the practice squad. Let's sign them. Paul had a question about we're hopping back and forth, but like we want to honor his question. Paul said, how do you feel about JD5 getting passing reps in preseason? Since we were talking about preseason, Candi, how do you feel?
Well, he got passing reps last year.
Like one game, like 2 reps. But he had like 2 reps in one game. That was it.
Yeah, I mean, all he had to do was score a touchdown, and then he had to go.
Yeah,
and he went ahead and did it, and then they said, come out.
Yeah. Do you feel like he should get more reps? I mean, throwing the ball.
I mean, even if he doesn't like
in a new offense. Especially new offense.
I mean, even if he scores.
Yeah.
Even if he
scores,
scores, then he still should play. That was always the rule. Like you play until you score. And he go out there and he score, but he still wants to play. So I I think you can score. I mean, he needs to. Yes, I mean, is it a new offense? It is what it is. I mean, he did his rookie year. He played quite a bit in preseason his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm just not. Listen, he's QB1, but I'm not certain. Like, I don't know why anybody would feel like he's above playing in preseason.
I agree. That's what
I'm saying.
I
Let's just everybody just keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Okay. If nobody wants to talk about 2024, or if nobody wants to talk about okay.
Yeah.
You've not earned the right to sit out preseason.
No. And if he sits out preseason, you as a coaching staff is scared are scared of what will happen and what could happen. But him setting out is not going to help me. Let's be honest. He set out last year.
Yeah, what's happening, bro?
Played that one game, and once he played that one game, then it was what we didn't see Jayden anymore. Matter of fact, it was a pass play, and Jayden took off running, and we were scared. Wole came on here after the podcast and was like, Jayden would got killed if it was a preseason because that safety was lined up. And I think they took him out of the game, and we didn't see Jayden anymore, and he struggled week 1.
I'm gonna cut you off, Glenn, because this homie just working right now. He working.
Yes.
Bruh.
Amen. I
appreciate you, my guy.
Thank you very much.
My girl, I appreciate you. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. I appreciate you. Read it. She says something I don't hear people asking as far as we're concerned. How is our kicking team looking? Knowing many of the games we lost last year, we could have won by not missing field goals throughout the game. Unfortunately, that messed us up. Thoughts, Candi? Thoughts?
Hey, listen, I've been talking about the kicking team a lot. Mm-hmm. They're doing well. Mm-hmm. There's a kicker competition going on in Ashburn still today. Mm-hmm. It's consistent from OTAs and mandatory minicamp. I don't know. They both on the ropes right now. They on the ropes. They got each other on the ropes. And I don't know. Okay, I gotta tell this short story.
Tell the story.
I know people that cover the Raiders, and they were like, "Yeah, it's a kicker competition going on here." Matt Gay. It's wait, who?
Matt Gay.
There is no competition. No, there is no competition. But go ahead on. Y'all think it is? It is not.
Hey, Arch.
Okay, there is not a real competition. Who? Get me, cash me out of this conversation because there ain't no competition. So, okay. But I just wanted to share that with you. There is a real competition happening in Ashburn, Virginia, finally. So, hey, and I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't have a preferred kicker. Whoever
making all the kicks, right? Today they made all the kicks.
They made all the kicks. Yeah,
they made all the kicks. They made all the kicks the other day for this 2 days. It's like 2 or 3 days in a row. They both made all the kicks.
Listen, nobody wants to believe there's a kicker competition happening in Ashburn. And I'm like, can you stash? Now, one thing I will say, can you stash a kicker on the practice squad? Because listen, I mean, it's probably not whoever doesn't make it. Somebody's gonna go take them.
They did raise the spots to practice squad 13, right? Last year was, I think, 11. I think it's 13 practice squads team. I'll double check that. But here's the thing: is I'm gonna keep this competition like everything else. Wole, I'm gonna steal your thunder on this. I'm gonna steal your thunder on this.
Go for it.
I don't care what they make. Why ain't nobody rushing them? I want to see what they make when he puts them out there and say, you know what? I need you to kick a 60-yarder against Miami. All right, I need you to kick a 55-yarder against Baltimore. Let's judge the competition there. Now, that's up to Jayden Daniels and the offense to get them guys to get. I need the offense to get these guys in field goal position right now because I don't even care if they score. I don't even care if they score touchdowns. I don't care if they score touchdowns in the preseason. I want to see the kickers kick and see
that's a good one.
Who makes it.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, right? Like in a perfect world, they're only kicking, the extra point.
In a perfect world, yes.
In a perfect world. But the world isn't perfect. So it's like, how do you really gauge this competition in a preseason game unless you plan it out that way?
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Like you don't like I would say like
let me say this before you go in, George. I would say like in a preseason game for that point, Candi, You just not say it's 4th and 2, you're not going for it. Like you're letting them, like you're not taking these, like what you would normally go for, you're not going for it. Like even 4th and 1, like depending where you are in the field, you're like, nah, the kicking battles are more important than seeing him if Bill can get this 1 yard or whoever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead, George. I'm sorry.
And I wonder if the tiebreaker is going to be, how do these guys do in kickoffs? You know, are they able to directionally kick off so they can make it harder for the return team, or if they kick it, or is it going to be the guy that kicks it out of the end zone so we don't even have to worry about a return? Although now, I guess it goes to the 30 if you kick it out of the end zone or whatever.
You don't want them to kick it out of the end zone either.
So
I mean, that's a good
it's going to come down to, can you kick it to the 1 and give our cover team a chance to like put somebody down inside 10, that kind of thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I want to ask the Taj question. Hey Taj, look. If the Cowboys kicker is kicking 60, our kicker need to kick 60. Because let's be honest, 60 is the new standard, right? 60 in the NFL
and it's
is
getting that way with like Cam Little and some of these other guys that make these kicks.
Man, those dudes are different. Those dudes are different, man.
But I agree with you. We do need to make it from 40. We need to be consistent from 40, 100% from 40. And if we get a guy who it's like Steph Curry when he starts shooting threes from half court. Now everybody want to do it. So
everybody can't be Steph. That's the thing. Everybody can't be that kicker for the Cowboys. I ain't gonna nobody. Not everybody can be him, man. Like not everybody at the time. I know he was catching the charges in cases, but not everybody at the time was Dustin Tucker. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's true.
I'm just saying not everybody is those. Like it's good to have them. That's a secret weapon. You know what I'm saying? That's just a secret weapon. Your goal is to what Todd said, and where like you want to make a good kicker makes the kicks they're supposed to make. That's how I look at it. Yeah. And the ones that if you're like damn near, you about 95 plus on the kicks you're supposed to make, I'm like, and really you should be higher than that, obviously. But I'm saying for a kickers, all you do is kicking the ball. But if you're making it at a high clip, then I'm good, bro. Like I'm good because I know where your range is. Like my job is to get you to your range. You know what I'm saying? Like. What makes Aubrey good is because he's accurate from said distance. Not everybody. Some people have the leg, but they're not accurate at their leg. Like you're talking about Little for the Jaguars. He got the leg, but he's not as accurate as Aubrey.
Right.
From that distance. He got the leg though. So just because you have the leg doesn't mean that you're making all those kicks. So I want somebody who's consistent. That's all. Like you know what I'm saying? That's all you want. Consistency. Because and when you get there, then your team, your offense will know your kicker's target range. You're just if your offense isn't good enough, then obviously you'll get what you get. But and you need a spectacular kicker. You know what I'm saying? If your offense is stagnant, you need a spectacular kicker. But if your offense is good, he'll get you to the range. They weren't asking Adam Vinatieri to kick from 60.
No,
Tom Brady got him to a place. So when you got a kicker, when you got a good kicker that's consistent. Your team knows where that range is at, so you'll get to that range.
All right, Taj has a question. Paul has a question about kickoff. Okay, speaking of special teams, there was a lot of people practicing on kickoff returns.
Well, they do it in pairs, and that's why I reposted Zach Selby's. Now they're starting to, when they do kickoff. Remember, there's 2 of them back there.
Yeah,
but somebody help block. So just remember that. Now, because there were others back there, depending on where the ball goes, like one of the pairs was Traylon Burks and Rachaad White. The ball went Rashad's way. You know what I mean? Rashad ain't going to wait till Traylon run over there and get it. It went Rashad way. He got it. He hit it. You know what I'm saying? So that's punt return, kick return is a little different when you're like, the individuals that they primarily want to catch. So I knew this was going to come up because when I saw it, I was like, oh gosh, like everybody's going to think that this is, but remember with the kickoff rules, it's 2 people back there now, y'all. So that's what that was about. Not your primary return specialist thing that they do.
Question here from Taj, was Martin back there on punts?
No, because he's on the special teams. Now, I will say with the safety group, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. And I'm going to say this. Percy's been involved with the defense as well. Not that he wasn't before, right? But we also know with Nick Bellore gone, and if Jeremy Reeves is majorly involved with defense, Percy's involved with defense too. But Percy's going to do defense. Coach Izzo had told me in the one-on-ones that's on the page, in his opinion, and of course he's supposed to say this because he, the commander special team coach, 2 of the best gunners in the league. He thought Percy should have made the Pro Bowl, but 2 of the best gunners in the league, Percy Butler, Tyler Owens. Yeah. Okay. Now we've seen them kind of involve Tyler a bit when Kane Madrano was out. Mm-hmm. Right, but Kane came back.
Kane came back today
from off the pup. Okay, so if you got safeties, and this is how you rolling, okay. That's Percy and Tyler. You got Revo and Nick Cross. Mm-hmm. Who gets the 5th spot?
Well, you said Percy playing defense. He's still playing defense? They still let him play defense? I'm sorry. When you said Percy play defense, they still let him play defense?
They didn't
see that experiment.
Durante Jones got him over there.
Okay, well I trust.
But at the end of the day, we already know. You know what I mean? But hear me out.
Yeah,
I think everybody mentions what I'm saying.
What about Spencer? Somebody saying Spencer out here.
Hey, listen, Spencer's getting turnovers. That's what I give him credit for. If you talking about some unsung hero, I'm like Malik Spencer, because he does not do pass breakups. He gets the turnover. You know what I mean? Like he he's gonna catch it. So somebody asked the $1 million question.
Right here.
Yep. And I've had my eyes on this for a couple days, and I'm like, wait a minute, everybody. Wait a minute. And that's why I asked Coach about the pass rush, because we can go back to pass rush too, because there's some interesting things going on there. It's interesting because it's a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm about to ask you about Joshua Joseph, but I'm gonna let you keep going.
Hold that thought, because it's an important point for sure, because it's a lot of people. And I mentioned this about the pass rush before, like at OTAs, but like this is a group to watch because there's a lot of people with this outside linebacker role or that role. Okay, so let's go. You asked the $1 million question because I was like, oh, buddy, look at this. All right, you figured it out already using your clues. I don't have to go through the name again, but because you're not going 6 safeties.
No.
So it's like, well, who gets the 5th? It is a question. It is a real question. And stick a pin in that one. That is a real question.
Wait. So Tyler Owens automatically has a slot?
If
Special teams.
I'm telling you, Coach Izzo said it. The coach said it.
Oh no.
Coach Izzo don't sell wolf tickets. So them two. Nick Bellore is gone, right? Yeah. You still got some linebackers. You're gonna try to figure out how they gonna make the roster too through their special teams glory. You know what I mean? This is a real thing.
Candi, you may not say it, but Deluxe said it. Sounds like a Martin and Harris battle for one spot.
Because you are using your clues. Because I went down there the list and said who gets the 5th spot. And then Ellison asked a dime question. Deluxe asked or made a statement. And then Paul made the same statement. You had figured it out. And I figured it out last week. That's why I asked the coach about, this is a real thing. Because I don't think you go 6 safeties. Well, and I don't know if you've seen this. They've been, now it was when Kane was out, but you never know, where they had Tyler like doing linebacker stuff, and I laughed to myself. I said, they tried this experiment with Dominique Hampton. It didn't work. But if the coach said it's true about Tyler on defense,
I don't know. Tyler on defense is wild.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
On teams. Oh yeah.
Teams.
It's wild. I ain't gonna lie.
Here's a thing real quick, because
my mother said stick a pin into Mama Waller getting involved. She followed.
Okay, I got
you. Her clues, y'all.
Hey, look, using the clues, because here it is. To me, if I'm coach, I want the guy that tackles better.
At teams,
I want the guy to tackle better.
All I'm saying is safeties better not be hurt. That's all I'm saying. Safeties better not get hurt.
Well,
that's all I'm saying. And I was rooting for Tyler. All I'm saying is like safeties better. Safeties better not get hurt.
But would you put Quan or Will on the practice squad? This is
bizarre. Oh, they wouldn't make the practice squad.
They wouldn't make the practice.
Right, they are gone. Like they're
getting cut. They would just be cut. They'll be traded or cut. You probably trade them. You probably try to trade them if you needed to.
So I just look out because this is a real thing. It is. It's really a real thing. And I was thinking, okay, maybe I'm just looking. I'm just doing the most looking into this, but I already knew I was not. Mm-hmm. And then once they started doing a little bit more of the reps and all that, I'm like, ooh, just saying, okay, using your clues again. Because that is exactly what he was doing in the linebacker role. And I said it could work out, but I also said this was the experiment they tried with Dominique Hampton. When Dominique wasn't working out.
Well, I'll be fair. I'll give Owens a little more credit. I mean, because I've seen Hampton in college. Owens better than Hampton. I'll give him that much.
Right. That's why I was like, okay,
Hampton wasn't good.
Right. So I was just like, but it's a real thing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. This is a real thing. Keep your eyes on it, everybody, and definitely watch those reps in the preseason game.
Real competition, baby. Real competition.
I don't think they like her. Harris is an older player. I'll say this much. Harris is older. The thing that Martin has the advantage over Harris is Martin is younger and Harris is older. Now, I don't know. That's the advantage he has. So you have more, and you still have more control on his contract. I mean, no, this is last year. This is last year. What's the name's deal too, right? That's last year in both deals. So you have a little bit more. Yeah, I feel like, and it's not a cut. I think you're trading, like you said. I think you're trading. I think it'll be a trade than more than someone getting cut. To be honest with you, if you can find a trade partner. If you can't, then obviously they're going to get cut.
I don't know, but it's been. I mean, because I legit don't know, but I'm like, because once I noticed how active Revo is.
Yeah, a real beast, man. I know.
I was like, oh.
I've been said Revo better than everybody.
And I was like, this is a lot.
It made more sense though. Like I said, that was my question when I said about the safety unit. Why, I was like, everybody plays the ones everybody's talking about. They all play the same position. Like Will Harris, Nick Cross, and Quan all play the same position.
And that's why we're having this conversation.
And I was like, you don't have a real center field. You still need versatility. Like I know folks are saying like there isn't the center field safety out there like in the NFL like that, but you still need difference. Both can't be the same. You need flexibility. Okay. You need flexibility.
So with Tony's comment, use your clues again. They have one that kind of does that. It's Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Leo plays teams too? He playing teams?
No. That comment to fill that Van Eagle type role.
Oh.
Yeah, Leo does that.
It's Leo. That's what Leo been doing. I said, they got them a Van Geeko. Okay, Coach Jones. Let's see what you did there.
Okay.
It's 100% Leo.
And to go back to the
safeties, let's remember. I don't know.
I think so.
To go back to the safeties, let's remember Will Harris got hurt, was out most of the year. That's got to be in the back of their mind too. Is can they count on Will Harris to even be healthy enough to play?
Good point, George. That's a good point.
I ain't gonna tell y'all, man. Will Harris, like I said this when they signed Will Harris. His contract ain't special enough to even keep. It's a cheap contract.
I have asked the question.
Yeah, Candi. Yeah.
And y'all remember this. I have asked this question from the gate, and I have repeatedly asked it. Did he ever effectively replace Jeremy Chin?
No, not at all.
Y'all have heard me ask this question.
Yeah. I said that. I was
since last fall.
Haven't seen the full body of work. The defense did get better when he came back. Now that's
better. Like no, they just changed what they were doing.
What I'm about to say.
They just changed what they were doing.
Was that because of
Dan took over? Dan took over, and he changed what he was doing.
Right.
I don't know if it would like he. I will not throw shade. Like he did make. Like when he was there initially, like he made some nice little plays.
He did.
But I'm not gonna say he's not a difference maker to me though. Like he's still not. He's a plug, but he's not a difference maker. I don't have any issues with him as a football player. I'm just saying, like, he ain't like Chin made to me. Chin, if you want to use that as an example, to me, Chin made important plays. Like, he was a difference maker for that defense. Will Harris is just another guy. Like, to be real with you, just another guy. And no knock on him. That's what I mean. That's he played his part, but he's not somebody that, like, when he ain't nobody that you going to tap in and say, all right, we need to have him back. Let me put it that way. You can replace a Will Harris. You can replace a Will Harris. I don't want to be like, let me put it that way. You can replace a Will Harris. And I think Revo's better than Will Harris. Let me be, and I will even go that much. Revo's better than Will Harris. I'm not going to even lie to you.
That is who has been. I mean, when you thought about, when I initially thought about it, I'm thinking Nick and Will, and I'm like, wait, that can't be it, because, and I was like, let me just watch, because it's different sets. Like Coach Quinn said, sometimes they go with 2, sometimes safeties. When I was asked, sometimes they go with 2, sometimes they go with 3, this and the third, and I was like, I don't see him out here, and I know what that means. We all know what that means. And so we all know what that means. So we just keep a look on it, because that is something that will reveal itself. It will illuminate for sure in preseason. That's all I'm saying. I've been looking. I was wanting, I got to start using my clues and pressure testing. Hey, you see who's tracking how many reps we'll take?
Yeah.
I got my notes. Do you have yours? And then some people I ask, and they be like, Candi, here you go. And I be like, yep.
I like this. Yeah, I like this. Arch Harris is the new Cody Barton. Didn't have enough time on task.
I mean, listen, that as far as I knew, that was that was supposed to be the Jeremy Chip replacement. And all I'm saying is, did he replace him?
Yeah, I'm just saying he's not. I'm not knocking Will Harris. I'm just saying
100%, because he's good in coverage. He's absolutely good in
decent coverage. I mean, decent. I don't even know how good he is. Like, he had flash plays against tight ends.
My mother is being really
clock the T. I love it, man. She active. She activated.
She's active in the chat.
I love it, man. I love it, Mama Waller. Yes. I just think that he ain't. Look, he made some plays. A couple plays, not like he was getting turnovers. So I'm not into whatever it is with this. But I do want to go. You talk about defensive ends, the defensive line. Hearing some good things. I wasn't that high on. Personally, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be here and act like I'm different. I wasn't high on him in the draft, but I'm glad he's doing some work in Joshua with Joseph. Can you just talk about what he's doing out there, how he's looking, and why he's impressing so many people out there?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Today was the first day that I was like, okay, number 48.
Got you. Today was the first day.
Now I know why you're here.
Okay.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I said, okay, here we go. I wasn't really seeing, I mean, I probably felt like it was like, I'm just waiting. Yeah. I'm just waiting to see something. The pass came on today, and I absolutely saw something. And I was like, now I see what they see. I'm getting a bit of that. Very good. And we'll get better, right? I mean, he's in rookie status. And that was one of the things that Coach Pagano had said. He's a rookie, he's learning. That was, the other day. And so today, I don't know who was, making comments online, because sometimes when I'm watching, I'm not, you all know that. And when I'm watching, sometimes I'm not as active on Twitter. Because I got questions and I need to be making sure I'm processing in a way. Sometimes I'm tweeting, and other times I'm not, because things are moving so fast, and I'm really collecting the data so I know who to go and talk to and ask this and ask that before I do official interviews. I'm just getting all my data. And that's what I told, who did I tell this to? Oh, Charles, I'm into you. I was like, I got to collect all my data. He was like, oh, okay, collecting your data. I was like, yeah, like I got to figure out even what I want to say or what I'm really asking. And sometimes, I played a major look game. Joshua Joseph was very good today. I think he was one of the players that shined today. And I hadn't said that previously about him. Coming off that edge. I saw Javonte make some plays too. Very good. The Lake asked a question to Coach Quinn about the pass rush as well today. So, you know, and he continues to talk about when Dorrance gets back. Really quick, if case people missed it, this is kind of jumping, but I mentioned somebody.
Go for it. Yeah.
But Tressway and Trey Amos will be evaluated on Thursday.
I meant to ask about him. Yeah.
So we'll see if they can come back Friday, but they will be evaluated Thursday. See how
I saw him running on the field. How does he look? How did he look?
Trey?
Yeah.
Or Trey. He looked fine. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but he looks fine to me. So I mean, on the outside, yeah.
Here's his question for Paul.
You know, Jason looks fine. You know, the one-on-ones. I mean, you know, unfortunately, he had to meet Laramie Tunsil in his first round of one-on-ones. So that, you know, you can imagine how that went. So, you know, it's okay. And so I've been saying since May, outside linebacker, defensive end group, it's a big group. Watch that one too, because I don't know what the answer is. Let me be clear on that. I mean, I don't know what I can deduce from the safety group who might be out, who could be in, like, for real. But the outside linebacker group is another group that I'm just watching because I'm getting to know these guys as well. With the safety group, I know all of them. So, okay. Outside linebacker, don't know everybody yet. So or outside linebacker, defensive pass rush group. So I'm trying to get to know everybody, really understand that, because I'm gonna tell you, Drake Jackson's still on the roster too.
Oh, I forgot all about him.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he doing anything? Is he doing? I liked him in college. I like Drake.
Yeah, but I think it's still more of a depth piece. I know. You know, of course, right? Like, but still, it's a lot. That's a big group. But I think they were intentionally bolstering that group, though.
Yeah.
You know?
That's crazy. I forgot all about Drake.
Right? Yeah.
I feel bad for Drake.
Listen.
Damn, that sucks.
That's real spill.
Competition, man. And when you got competition like that, somebody got to get left out.
So Joseph was making plays out there. That's good.
Yes.
That was the day. Today was the only day he kind of showed out, or was he like quiet?
I think he been quiet.
Okay.
You know, I mean, and when I asked about him, to the Coach Pagano, I mean, he was just like, he's a rookie. He's learning. He's developing. In other words, like, slow your roll. Like, give him a minute. Basically, you know. He didn't say that, but that's just like, hey, he's a rookie. He's learning. Yeah. Let him do, you know. And so, yeah.
You know, Candi, we've been talking a lot about for this last hour. We've talked a lot about defense, a lot about special teams. How did the receivers and the running backs look today, besides Bill and Terry McLaurin? How did the other running backs and wide receivers? Because I want especially the running backs with pads on. Rashad White, Penn State running back. I forgot his name real quick. How did they look today with pads?
Let me just tell you, the receiver group. You know, I normally have some good stuff to say about them, but today, not so much. And I know it go. I know, and I normally have not in a bad, like, it just wasn't much there. It was okay, but I mean, I guess you can't kill it every day. You know what I mean? Because Terry has some more quiet days. I guess it just depends on what happens. My mom's going to bed now. She's like,
oh, okay, man, sorry.
Good night, Mama Waller.
Thanks, Mom. It wasn't like terrible. But I mean, I think the secret's out now. They have, you know, talked to Stephon Diggs, the team. I mean, they talk to everybody. Let's be clear on that. They talk to everybody.
Diggs loading.
So it wasn't like terrible, but if they're going to do anything, if they feel like they need to do something, like I was saying before, like we've been saying, you need to do it before next week. Or if you wait till after joint practice, which is maybe what they're doing, and they're, all right, we got a problem here, there, and everywhere, whatever you think. I'm not saying they do, but I'm just, you know, you need to make that move, you know. And I asked Coach Quinn today about the running back room. This is a very good room. And he, you know, talking, because I've been watching them, I've been talking about the run game, right? How I've been seeing, you know, that being the strongest. And when the pads come on, that's when you can really watch the running backs. Right. And like Coach Quinn said, it's more about, you know, in the preseason and looking, did they break the tackle or not? You know, and it was, you know, I like what I'm seeing. I mean, of course, I talked about Bill. I've talked about Katron. I've talked about Rashad. Of course, I've talked about Jeremy McNichols. I've talked about Henry. I mean, they're good. And like Coach Quinn said, when I asked them, you know, 1 through 6, they can play. And I agree 100%. And they're getting better. That is a group. Shout out to Coach Anthony Lynn, that you see the progression in that group and how they're rolling, how they're getting. So I feel very positive about the running back room right now.
Arch has a question.
Ball security is important, and so far, so good. So far.
That's good.
Arch has a question for you. So any observation on Henry at running back?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, that's a good group. Like, they are good. They are. They like Coach Quinn said today when I asked them, you know, this is going to be interesting. I'll have my eyes on them when the pads are on. You know, not that I'm going to be ignoring people or ignoring everything that's happening when the pads aren't on, because like I said, the pads are on again on Wednesday. Yeah. Maybe go to practice tomorrow, but they're, you know, easing them into the, you know, wearing the pads and everything. But I mean, the joint practice is going to be important for every group, but for sure with holding on to the football, because I know last year, you know, I'll never forget, you know, Brian Robinson had a great joint practice, and then, you know, he got traded like the next week. But I remember, you know, like that fumble in that handoff between Jayden and Bill in the Chicago game last year. Yeah, that was literally the exact same play and the exact same fumble that they did at joint practice. It was like a replica. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the same thing.
Between Bill and Jayden.
Remember that?
Yeah, they did that. That was the same thing. That was the same thing. They didn't try. They both of them did the same thing in practice.
It was the literal.
Oh wow.
It was the same. It was so bizarre. Like, dudes, y'all did this in August. We watched it all go down. It was like the ball was falling in slow motion. It was terrible. And so it happened the same thing. And so, yeah, this will be interesting, but I haven't seen any of that happening yet. But again, going back to joint practice, be very important.
I will say this before we end this, stream. I'll ask this one question. We're sticking on wide receivers because, you know, Glen was the wide receivers. Yeah. How's Luke McCaffrey looking?
I mean, Luke was looking good. Today wasn't a good day for them.
Okay.
Today was not a good day. I mean, if you're not named Terry McLaurin, it wasn't a good day. I mean, and it's a lot of the toe tap thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the toe tap and stuff. I was like, they must be practicing toe taps because this is like a thing. You know, everybody's had one. Traylon had one last week. Diami had one. Luke had one. Van had one.
How was Van?
It was like nothing.
How is Van? Everyone was like, how is Jefferson, Mr. Jefferson?
Today he wasn't doing anything.
He wasn't doing nothing?
Saturday, he was everybody's best friend. He was out here, and I was like, oh, this has become the Van Jefferson show. Thank you for making me look smart, or like making me look like I'm actually watching you. Paying attention to you. Because Saturday it was like, oh, Van Jefferson.
Wow.
Y'all didn't see the tweets. I saw him. I was like, come on, y'all. I mean, he did good.
I was just happy Traylon Burks were at practice.
I know he'd be in practice.
Oh yeah, I mean, Traylon, you know,
he gotta be out there.
Very nice person. You know, I like him. He's a very nice person. Met his family. They're good people. You know, I'm put my glasses back on.
He's a nice person. I know that man.
Yes, yeah. Jalen Lane had a good day. Let's not leave Jalen Lane out. No shade to him. And Antonio's always pretty good. It did not rain this morning. Remember, we're starting in the morning, you all.
Yeah, they start in the morning.
Coach Quinn is at 8 a.m. Practice starts at 8:30 a.m. It wasn't raining in Ashburn. I wanted it to rain as hot as it was. Like somebody.
We already talked about Ben Sinnott, so I'm gonna we already talked about Ben Sinnott.
We have rain in practice. We have rain in practice this morning.
Ben Sinnott stocked down.
We talked about that already. But yeah, this has been dope, man. Candi, thanks for doing this. Before we close this stream out, and folks, I appreciate y'all. Like real talking this stream, y'all really were dope.
Yeah, thank you for donating.
Yeah. Candi, how can folks catch you on social media and catch your great work for Bowie TV?
Look, you all have been fantastic. I love doing these. Whenever y'all need me, I'm all ready to sign me up for the, after each training camp, however you all want to do it. I got y'all because y'all always got me. So I appreciate you guys so much, and to everybody that's viewing as well. You all can find me this time of year. You can really find me on X, everybody. On X at Wole SE. That's where you can find me for sure. Make sure you're following Bowie TV Sports on X and on Instagram. Bowie TV on YouTube and Facebook. If you're in Prince George's County, Maryland, you can find Bowie Television on Comcast, channels 190 and 1097. But that's programmed, more so programmed. And but so quicker clips, quicker updates, all that are on the socials.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Great work. Candi doing great work as always. Bowie TV. They out there on and popping. Great. Once again, the chat always wins. You guys are dope. You make the show awesome, man. So you all are the real MVPs. I'm redundant. I say it all the time. You guys make the show what it is. So I appreciate we appreciate you all. Real talk. But anyway, man, it's late. I got the itis. I ain't gonna lie, I got the itis. So I ain't gonna hold y'all. Anyway, you've been listening to All Burgundy and Go Errrything, powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia, for ages. You dig? Deuces. We are out. Peace.